because let's say if you put something wrong in this, and let's say if in the interview the interviewer asks you the question, okay, from some of the technical skills, and then you are not able to answer because you don't know about the skill and you just mention it in the resume, so that will obviously lead to your rejection in the interview. So it's better that don't put anything wrong, okay, because there are chances. And like it's good, like, okay, that don't be like don't put anything false here, okay, just put in the things which you absolutely know. Okay, so this is one particular thing, highlighting the technical skills. And yeah, like don't populate it too much, and make sure that you are writing the technical skills depending upon the job role you want to apply. Let's say if you're applying for a backend specific role, so make sure to write more backend specific technologies where you know. Okay, if you're applying for a front end specific role, so make sure you write more sort of front end specific technologies you know. Okay, if you're applying for a full stack, then you can keep a mix of them. Let's say if you're applying for a app developer role, then make sure you write more technology which are related to the app development. Okay, so that's very basic thing which you need to make sure. Okay, so now this is the next important part, which is the projects. Okay, so so this is a very important part, specifically for the folks who are not experienced, those who are in college, those who are currently fresher. Okay, for those guys, it is very important part, and also it is for the folks who are experienced, because at least because let's say if you don't have that much of strong work experience in the background, okay, so you need to make sure that your projects are very good. Okay, because you need to compensate somewhere. Okay, because let's say if your work experience is, let's say, okay, then you need to make sure that you need to have good projects such that it should compensate basically. Okay, because if you are not having good work experience and you are not having good projects as well, so your resume will not stand out. Okay, because you need to make sure that during this competition phase, you know that there is a lot of competition, so you need to make sure that your resume stands out. So that's the thing, because these are the two things through which you can show that, okay, that you have worked on something concrete. Okay, so that's why these two things are very much important. Okay, so yeah, the projects part is like one thing which I have seen a lot of times. Like I have like reviewed a lot of resumes of different people, and what I have seen is that many folks what they do is they just put very normal projects in their resume. Normal projects, like very basic and very cliche projects, like those like the projects which you can see in everyone resume. Like maybe I give you an example of sorting visualizer. So sorting visualizer is like one of the project which I can found in like most of the resumes. Maybe a very common like clone, maybe like Instagram clone, Amazon clone, or like Netflix clone, like whatever. Like these clone projects are also very common. Okay, and maybe like some basic like ticket booking system, like bus ticket booking system, flight ticket booking system, and all these things basically. So these things are very common. Okay, and the thing is that if I get 10 resume and I see that, okay, that 8 of the resume are having these common projects and 2 of the resume are having something unique, so obviously if because it will like obviously my eyes will go on those two particular resume, and obviously those people will get shortlisted. Okay, so make sure, please make sure that you have decent projects. Okay, you have decent projects. Okay, so I hope that this is clear. Okay, that you need to have good and decent projects. Okay, and one thing is that whatever project you are creating, I know that if you are putting the project in your resume, you just mention the details, but you need to make sure that you link your GitHub repository of that project. Okay, GitHub repository, like it will, because let's say if the someone wants to go to your code base of the project, they can go basically. So always link your GitHub repository, okay, of a project. And in the GitHub repository, you know that there is a README file, okay, through in which we mention all the details of the project. So mention the details about the project. So details, and as in such, like you can mention, okay, like what is this project about? Okay, maybe like what was your role in this particular project? Okay, and what are the technologies are used currently in this project? and why these technologies are used. Maybe you can attach a small video of, like, you can say, of the project demo. You can attach few screenshots of the projects, all these things, so you can prepare a good readme file. Okay, so this is very much important thing. This is very much important thing, that at least have a GitHub repository of your project. Okay, and the next thing is that if you can host the project somewhere live, okay, so that will be a bonus point for you. Okay, because obviously anyone can directly go to the website, view the project, and also that will be a bonus point. So if you can do that, that will be also very good. But yeah, the very first thing is that create a GitHub repository, populate a good readme file, and the next thing is your go. If you can make it live, then host that project somewhere and make it live. So that will be very good. Okay, so these things you need to make sure. And the very important thing is that you need to have good project ideas. Okay, make sure that you have good project ideas. You are not just adding basic projects in your, you can say, in your resume. So that's very much important. Okay. Good. Folks who want to do good projects. And yeah, these projects are, should, as you mentioned in project, I was saying, yeah. Is my voice breaking? Hmm. Okay, let me just switch my Wi-Fi. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I was trying to say that, yeah. So the projects is very important. So yeah, don't mention for the working experience, folks, don't mention any project which is like you have done in a company and you are mentioning the same project here. You need to have some project which you have built on your own. Okay, so that's very important to take care of. Okay, so make sure that you are having that. Okay, so that's why these projects are important. Okay, so I hope you have got the idea about the projects. So if you have any doubt, please put it in the chat. I'll try to answer that if you have any questions. And yeah, in the meanwhile, for the folks who have joined late, I just wanted to convey about one update about the Coding Ninjas. That Coding Ninjas is actually organizing a full stack development job bootcamp. So that bootcamp will be of 9 months, and the best part is that you will be, you can say, building a lot of projects about during this bootcamp. Okay, and after that, once you complete the bootcamp, Coding Ninjas team will help you in getting a good job after that, and you will be provided a good job assistance. Okay, because because the thing is that why job assistance is important, because someone else will help you in, you can say, getting a good job. Okay, because they will guide you. Okay, what all openings are there, what all things are important, so they will particularly guide you. Okay, so that's why there's a one job assistance thing as well. And obviously there is a doubt support as well, so the 24/7. So I guess not 24/7, but yeah, time, but yeah, it's a 7 days a week, so you can even get your doubts clear. Okay, so I'm sharing the form link in the chat. So if you want to just connect with the program expert, get the idea about the program, okay, what is this program about, you can fill out the form. And if you like the program after that, then you can subscribe to it. Okay. Okay, so I'll now answer some questions. So where the very first question is, and yeah, guys, one thing is that please don't put the questions in the Q&A thing. Put it in the chat. Okay, whatever questions you have, put it in the chat. I'll try to answer that. Okay. Okay. So one thing is that where do we get proper resume template? Yeah, I'll so basically just give like after this Q&A, I'll give the resume template link which I have followed and which my friends have followed, and it has eventually helped them. Okay. And which should I learn cloud technology like Azure or AWS in depth? Yes, if you want to learn, yes, you can learn that. Anything Azure or AWS. I guess AWS is more sort of a popular, okay, and it's used in a lot of companies, a lot of startups. So I would say, yeah, AWS. Okay. So yeah, like someone is asking, what skills do they expect from us as a fresher? So for which? So is it like for a company? I have working experience, and all, no JavaScript, knowledge like this. I've also developed something. I don't have any certificate. Okay. See, getting shortlisted for interviews is just like you need to make sure that your resume is up to the mark. Okay. So that is the whole point, that if your resume is very good, you will be easily get shortlisted for interview. And yeah, obviously make sure that guys, your LinkedIn profile is up to date. Okay. It has proper like because I've seen that a lot of LinkedIn profiles, like people who reach out to me on LinkedIn, are not very much up to date. Up to date means like always put about your experiences on LinkedIn, like always put about your current projects you're working on. Like make sure that you have a decent LinkedIn profile. Okay. So that will eventually help you. You can say maybe if recruiter will look out a LinkedIn profile, they should be impressed. Okay, that you have, let's say even if you don't work in a good company, let's say they will get the idea, okay, that you have built some good projects, you are posting regularly on LinkedIn, you are posting some good content, good technical content, so that will be helpful. Trying to make a job switch from startup to man, confused between preparing DS and development. DS is need for initial screening, but development knowledge and LLE is need for later rounds. Given that DSA prepping consumes a lot of time in this AI era, what is the best approach for this? See, yeah, like so. This is one very important thing. I'll answer, guys, for everyone. Okay, so yeah, so yeah, like very first thing is that if you are appearing for an interview, okay, so two things are asked. Okay, first is about the DSA part, and next is about the designing part. Okay, and DSA is you can say is asked for almost everyone. Okay, either you are a college student, either you are a fresher, either you are experienced. Okay, DSA will be asked to everyone. Just the number of rounds of DSA will get reduced. Okay, and for the experienced folks, those folks who are experienced, let's say 2 years, 3 years of experience, for you guys, DSA plus designing in designing there are two parts. One is your HLD and then is your LLD. So these two things come into picture for the experienced folks. Okay, so obviously for DSA, you know that you need to practice a lot. Okay, whatever topics are there, you know that whatever topics are asked in the DSA, so obviously you need to make sure that you have practiced sufficient number of questions. Okay, and one thing is that like what I have seen in people how they solve lead code is like people solve more number of easy problems. Okay, rather than medium and hard problems. Okay, so I would say that don't focus on the number of problems you are solving. Focus on the quality of problems you are solving. Okay, solve more number of medium and hard questions. Okay, so like let's say if you are solving, let's say 500, 600 questions, let's say in your preparation phase. So at least out of that, I would say maximum portion should be of medium and hard questions. Maybe like 400 questions should be medium and hard, and rest maybe like 200 or 250 questions can be around easy questions. Okay, so what I'm saying is that if you will be keep on solving easy questions, you will not you can say get upskilled. Okay, you will not get good, you will not get upskilled because you are in your comfort zone and you are just solving very basic questions. So you obviously, if you need to have a you need to if you need to upskill, you need to solve more medium questions which are out of your comfort zone. You need to solve more hard questions that are out of your comfort zone, and you need to keep on solving that. Then only your skills related to DSA will increase. Okay. And the next thing is obviously for the folks who are experienced, designing is also important. You know that about the HLD and the LLD part. So you need to prepare both of them as well. Okay, so that's one thing which folks who are experienced, they need to take care of. They need to study these things, and obviously you can study about the core subjects of, and this is for everyone: DBMS, OOPS, OS, computer networks, all these things. So you can give a brief study about these as well. Okay. But yeah, if you are applying for Amazon, let's say if you're applying for SD1 in Amazon, then only DSA will be asked. Okay. And if you're applying for SD2 and beyond in Amazon, okay, then for you guys, like DSA plus designing will be asked. Okay. Okay. Yep. I have SD1 online assessment. I don't know any shares or curriculum should I practice, or there is a question bank. Uh, See, like there is nothing like that. What you can do is like maybe just go through the past interview experiences or like on the internet. That will be maybe like if you want to look at that. AWS or Azure work because in my company I work on Azure. See, if you're if in your company you're working on Azure, then maybe you can learn. Yeah, that's fine. Do we need to have different format of CVs for different roles? See, if you're applying for different roles in different companies, okay. So the thing is that obviously if you're applying for a backend specific role, so make sure that your CV/resume is more sort of a backend oriented. If you're applying for a front end specific role, then make sure that your CV/resume is more sort of front end oriented. So that is the only thing which you need to take care of. Nothing else. How to balance job preparation with full time? Okay. Now this is a this is a very difficult situation, I know. Like for the folks who are currently doing a job and they want to prepare. Okay. So obviously the thing is that you need to make a balance. Okay. So maybe like on the weekends you need to pull out some hours for your preparation. Okay, so that you can study more DSA and more design. And maybe on a weekday you can keep some. See, obviously you need to put out some efforts. Obviously it will not be easy with the job preparation. Obviously it will not be easy with the job that you can prepare for. While doing a job you can prepare for the interviews. Okay. So yeah, like maybe you need to like at least for like 2 3 months you need to make sure that okay that you are in that zone where you need to like where you are like doing a preparation, and where you are like committing like on a daily basis you're committing like 2 to 3 hours for preparation after the job. So you need to like do some more efforts. Okay. Okay, so okay, this is one thing, and okay, I can see if there are a few other questions as well. But yeah, like I'll answer these later. Let's now continue with the slides, okay? Because I think we need to complete the slide. Okay. Okay, let's start. Okay. So yeah, one thing is that like you need to make sure that you are having good projects about your resume. And how you can get good project ideas is, see, like there are a lot of like you know that there is GPT now. You can just look out for some good project ideas and you can build easily. You can build easily. You can try to, and yeah, obviously you need to spend some time. It will take you like few days, maybe like 1 week, 2 week to build a good project. Okay. So give that time. Okay. And at least have like 2 to 3 good projects in your resume so that it will obviously stand out from the other folks. Okay. So yeah, the next thing is about achievements, honors, or awards. Okay. So let's say if I talk about section wise, let's say you have completed the work experience, you have completed these technical skills, you have completed the projects. Now comes your achievements, or like something good or amazing you have done, something crazy you have done. Okay. So obviously in this achievement, you need to put something which is technical. Don't put something like, okay, that you won this badminton competition, you won this debate competition, you were a head boy, you were a head girl in your school. So that is not at all needed here, not at all needed here. Okay, you need to make sure that you are putting only technical achievements in this particular thing. Okay, so if I talk about technical achievements, what it can be, yes, it can be some good rank in a particular coding contest. It can be a good rank in some sort of a hackathon, in some sort of a, you can say, technical quiz. It can be in some sort of a, apart from that, it can be some sort of a technical quiz, hackathon, coding contest, or maybe like some sort of, what I can say, contest is done. Maybe some sort of a conference in which you have, let's say, submitted some paper and you have got some good ranking on the basis of paper. You can just mention anything about that. Okay. So these particular things you can mention in the form of achievements. Okay. And and yeah, there's a way of writing achievements. If you see this particular example which I have put in here, you will see here. If you see this particular example, like 376 out of the third example, 376 out of 15,000, this in code force is around 667. So it means that that this person has got 376 rank out of this many folks. So I know the relative number, okay, in how many folks this person has got the rank. Similarly, if you see about this, you can say top 5 by 200 NEC Ideathon. Okay, but if you see like winner at Atlas Hack, so this type of mentioning achievement is not correct. Okay, why it is not correct? Because I don't know like in how many people the person has been the winner. So that's why the you need to mention, okay, that if you have won something or you have got some rank, in how many people you have got that rank, or in how many teams you have got that rank. That is very much important. Okay. So I hope that this is clear about achievements and awards. Okay. And so yeah, you have completed your achievements, and then you can mention about your education. Okay. Education, like plain simple thing. Okay, like your college, your degree, your CGPA, your tenure of the college. Okay. And yeah, like there's one thing, like if you have CGPA above 7, it's good to mention. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Because I consider like 7 plus CGPA good, so I think it's good to mention. But yeah, something like very low CGPA, maybe it can be maybe it can go wrong for you. Okay, so it's better if you have only good CGPA, maybe above 7, I consider it as good. You can mention, but yeah, like below 7, like it will, you can avoid it. You can avoid it. Okay. So this is one thing, and I guess I talked about the achievements. Yeah, so this is I guess this is one thing which I wanted to tell you. This is like majorly about the work experience. So like as I was telling, like improved application performance by 30%, led a team of 5 developers to deliver a project 2 weeks ahead of schedule. So this is sort of a impact which I was talking about. Okay. And yeah, the thing is that use action verbs. Okay, so you need to use some strong verbs here. Okay, like you need to mention, okay, that you developed something, you implemented something, you designed something, you optimized something. So something good. Obviously now you can use GPT to improve your whatever you have written. You can improve the grammar, you can improve the overall effectiveness of that particular line via LLM or GPT, so you can use that. Okay. And yeah, if you have published some research papers, if you have done some certifications, okay, maybe like a lot of folks might be some certified in AWS or Azure, or like whatever certifications you have done, you can put that. Okay. And certifications, obviously it will help you. Okay. But yeah, put only some good and valid certifications. Don't put something like which is very common, which is like not very much important. Okay, and don't overpopulate it with the certification. Maybe like put 1 or 2 good certifications, and if you publish some research papers, you can put that as well. Okay. And yeah, one thing is that focus on keywords. Okay, so why I'm saying this, because you know that you need to make sure that whatever keywords are there in the job description, let's say if you're applying on a job, you are reading you are reading a job description, you are seeing some words over there which you think, okay, it can be included in your resume, which can help your resume to get shortlisted. So make sure you do that. Okay. So let's say in the job description it is mentioned that, okay, a lot of times it is they're focusing on, let's say, Python skill. So in your resume you can focus more on Python. Let's suppose if you know Python, you can focus more on Python and maybe like ignore few other technologies which you think are not important for this job application. Okay. So this is important. Okay. The next is keep it concise. Okay. A resume should be ideally of 1 to 2 pages. Okay. But I would suggest that go for 1 page. Go for 1 page. If you think that there is a too much content, then maybe you can go beyond 1 page. But I would suggest that please try to make sure a resume comes under 1 page. Okay. That's just an industry standard, like which is followed. So that's what I'm saying. Okay. And yeah, like as mentioned, like focus on what is relevant, most relevant to the position. Like focus only on the relevant things, don't put any unnecessary details. Okay. And yeah, proofread, ensure your resume is free from any of the spelling or grammar mistakes. Okay. And because I've seen that in a lot of like in a lot of resumes there are grammatical mistakes, there are the indentation is not correct in the resume, few lines are going here, few lines are going there. So that's not a very polished resume, and obviously it will show lack of detail in the person if the resume is not correct. So make sure that you do this, and then only you go ahead with applying for the job. Okay. So this is about basically a resume thing, and I'll share you guys few templates which I have followed, and I know that people have followed, and it has actually proved very good for them. Okay. So I'll share it in the chat. Okay. So I put it in the chat here. Okay. So you can use this template, and I'll share you one more template. Okay. Okay. So I've shared two particular templates here. Okay, so you can follow these template, and yeah, these template will eventually help you. Okay, and make sure, guys, that this is their resume is following the tips which I've told you. Okay, so yeah, the thing is that what I have seen is that many people know about these tips, but yeah, the thing is that they don't follow these. But yeah, the thing is that you make sure you are following this. Okay, and you can get it reviewed also. Okay, make sure you get your resume reviewed by someone else. Okay, so that you can get the other person's perspective as well. Okay, so like I'm just considering that, okay, that your resume is like very good, and you are not getting some other person perspective, so it will not be good. Yeah, maybe like get it reviewed by someone else, and then improve your resume. Okay, so I hope this is clear to everyone. Okay. Yeah, now I can take some questions. Okay, someone is saying, yeah. Okay, someone is saying that do you, like directly applying versus a referral. So I'll just answer this question for everyone. Okay, so see, if like obviously in how many ways you can apply for a job link. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, let's see, like if you are going to apply for a job, let's say you want a job in a particular company. Okay, let's say you want a job in particular in any good company. How to go ahead with that? First of all, obviously, once considering your resume is ready, is up to date. First of all, you need to make sure you are following every job portals. Okay, you need to be active on LinkedIn. You need to be active on Naukri. You need to be active on InstaHire. You need to be active on Indeed, and you need to be active on Wellfound. Okay, so these are some of the top job portals which are like followed, in which like Naukri and LinkedIn is the best. Okay, because on these what I've seen is that lot of job links are there, okay, so you need to make sure that you have up to date profile in all of these platforms. Okay, Because let's say because then only you will be like actively looking, and whenever you apply to some job, if the person views a profile, okay, that you have the profile up to date over there, okay, and you need to be active on that, okay. So first of all, obviously a very simple way is that you just directly apply to the job, okay. But yeah, obviously considering the amount of applications that would be coming for that particular job, it will be very difficult to get shortlisted, okay. So make sure that you if you're applying for a particular job, you get a referral for that, okay. You get a referral for that, because I know that if someone is applying to a particular, if let's say 100 people are applying for a particular job directly, maybe like 25, 30 or 40% of the, or maybe like 50% of folks will be getting a referral. So it's better to be in that 50% zone rather than applying in a 100% that folks who are applying to that job, okay. So I would say obviously get a referral, okay. And obviously if you're not able to get a referral, then the other option is just directly apply, okay. But yeah, make sure that your LinkedIn connections are good enough, okay. You are connected to a lot of folks from different companies, okay, so that whenever you see a particular job opening, you don't need to send a connection request first, then you ask for the referral. Just so basically, if you will have the connection in your network, then you can easily ask for the referral. And yeah, the way of asking for a referral is very simple. Just don't say first hi, hello, and then wait for the reply, and then say how are you, then again wait for the reply, then ask for the referral. Just directly message the person about the details, okay, about the job ID, about your resume, about your email, everything. Just put and just draft a message that why you are interested in this role. So you can just present a small draft message and just message the person, okay. So referral is very important. And obviously, see, you can also there are like if you and there are other ways that you can obviously reach out to the recruiters as well, okay. You can cold mail, you can cold DM lot of people on LinkedIn or on their mail, okay. So you can reach out to people, so they will help you in getting they can help you in getting job, okay. Because let's say because maybe like you can just directly reach out to the recruiter of different startups, different company, DM them, mail them, okay, about your interest, like why you are interested in joining their company, okay, and why you are a best candidate for that, okay. You can just cold DM them as well, because I have seen that because in my friend circle only, I've seen people who have got, you can say, jobs by doing a cold message on LinkedIn, okay. So that's very much important, you need to take care of, okay, because these are some of the important things you need to take care. See, if you are actively looking, then just go full on, go 100%, and just like find out DM to a lot of people, like apply in a lot of job roles, okay. So yeah, obviously, like if your resume will be good, it will eventually help you in getting more calls, okay. And see, obviously, if you are applying to a lot of job openings and you are not getting calls, so obviously there are two reasons, okay. First reason is that either your resume is not very good, okay, maybe the content in your resume is not very good, okay, it's not more suitable for that job opening. Or the other thing is that like you applied late for the job opening, or maybe like other candidates were considered, okay. So yeah, the thing is that whenever, try to apply as fast as possible, okay. Because see, if I open, let's say if I am hiring, I open a job application, and I am pretty much sure that if I have put in a form link on the LinkedIn, a Google form link, then easily like in an hour, because a lot of people are there who want to switch to a different job, will be applying, and I can easily get like 1,000 applications in a day very easily, okay. And so the thing is that obviously who has applied earlier, okay, maybe like in early 1 hour, 2 hour, it will be on the top of the resume list and top of the form list, and I will be like going top to down, so it will be easy for me to shortlist from top, okay. And the folks who applied late will get will get obviously less priority, okay. So make sure that you are attentive, okay, you are looking for job openings actively, and you are applying very properly, okay. So that's one thing which I wanted to tell you, okay. So I hope this is clear to everyone, okay. Overleaf, yeah, Overleaf. I know it's a latex based resume builder, but yeah, like I have followed this Overleaf like during my college days, and my friends have also followed it, and I know that it has proved very beneficial for them. So that's what, because I'm suggesting you the thing which I have also tested, okay, and verified. So yeah. Okay. So this is one particular thing, and yeah, like like just make sure, guys, that your LinkedIn profile is up to date. Okay, and maybe you can be active on LinkedIn. Okay, like actively engage with the community. Like maybe like if you see some good post, maybe react to it, comment on it, your suggestions, or like even you can post something. Maybe like you have built some good project, you have learned something new. You can post about it. Okay, so be active on LinkedIn, because if you be more active on LinkedIn, you will be like in the recruiter eyes very easily. Okay, and obviously like I have also like seen this, like when I was active on LinkedIn a lot, I used to get a lot of you can say direct you can say DM from the recruiters. Okay, they used to like reach out and ask about, okay, what is this, like are you interested in this particular role, our company is doing this and all these things. Okay. Okay, guys. I can see that there are a lot of questions about the job bootcamp. Okay, so I guess many people are inquiring about the job bootcamp. Like, so I'll just you can say hand over the session to the coding us team, and they will just take 5 to 10 more minutes, and they'll just explain you about the job bootcamp, so that you can know, okay, what's the bootcamp about. And I'll just share the form link again in the chat, so you guys can even fill the form. Okay. So yeah, like I'll just hand it over to the coding industry.
So thanks a lot, Raj, for introducing me into this masterclass sessions. Hello, everyone. My name is Ehtisham. I work as a senior program manager with Coding Ninjas. So first of all, I wanted to tell you that Coding Ninjas is one of the educational platform which has been working in the industry for the last 10 years, and we have got close to 1.5 lakh learner placed and transited into the last 10 years. We are also the subsidiary of Naukri.com. This is a platform which has helped close to 1.5 lakh people in taking the right set of decisions and making the right set of career transition. What Coding Ninjas Job Bootcamp is, the Job Bootcamp program helps individual in making the career transition from a non-tech role to the tech role, career break to the tech role, and even people who have been from the tier 3 colleges or the colleges who wants to start their career as a developer. So if you talk about Coding Ninjas, we have been providing learners for the tech jobs in the last 10 years. In the last 10 years, we have got 1.5 lakh people placed, and they have been working for the top-notch product-based companies. There are 1,400 plus learners who have been working for companies like Mac, Meta, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, Google. And not just this, we have even people who have been working for unicorns, companies like Uber, Zomato, Razorpay, and these kind of an organization. If you talk about for any person who is looking forward to start their career into this tech vertical, and while making a transition and the learning journey with this bootcamp, we have seen an average pay band usually revolving around 9 to 12 LPA. But yeah, there have been working professionals who usually get an average hike of 128%. There are people who have even got 1 crore and above CTC after completing the course who have been a working professional. Who are the people who are eligible into this program? People who are either the final year college students, graduates, or the working professional. These are the only people who are eligible into this program. What Coding Ninjas is going to offer you is a software development job bootcamp, which has two tech stack. One is a MERN stack, which is infused with generative artificial intelligence. So you are going to learn data structures algorithm. After that, you're going to learn front-end technologies, where you're going to work with HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Then you have advanced front-end, where you're going to work with React. You will be having the back-end technologies, where you have Node. After that, if you talk about, you're going to work upon Express.js as well. Alongside with all of these things, you have system design, high level of designing and low level of designing. Not just this, you're also going to divide yourself working around operating system and database management. So you are going to work upon other advanced technologies as well. We have few electives where you're going to work upon, that is going to be Web3 technologies. You have progressive web development applications, and you're also going to work upon DevOps essential. In the software development, you have got two tech stack available for the people who have been more working professionals and they have a good career experience, they can even go with the Spring Boot, right? So for the Spring Boot, front end remains the same. You're going to start ahead with the DSA. You have front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript. For the advanced front end, you're going to work with the React. For the back end, you have technologies like Spring Boot MVC architectures. You have JUnit. You're going to work upon with the REST APIs. Then you move ahead with the system design. You have high level of designing and low level of designing to work with, which is paramount of importance to work for any top-notch product-based company. Apart from this, we are going to move ahead with the databases where you're going to work with SQL. You have operating system to work with. That is one of the paramount of importance targeting for product-based organizations. And again, you have got few electives where you're going to work ahead with the generative artificial intelligence, advanced version of ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, LangChain model, Llama. You have electives like Web3 foundations, progressive web applications, modern web applications strategies, and the DevOps essentials like CI/CD pipelines, Docker, Kubernetes, all of these things included. Moving ahead with the next things, generative AI is something which is going to be infused into this program, definitely by the coding ninjas. So you're going to work with the introduction to GenAI. What are the tools? We have tools like advanced version of ChatGPT, GitHub Copilot, LangChain model. These are few of the tools which has been utilized into the GenAI. You have authentication projects. You are also going to work on the projects which has been made by GenAI. Okay, we will be working on social media projects. Again, you're going to use those technologies to work around and revolve around those technologies. You have LangChain and its application. And then you're also going to work on another advanced projects, which is going to be Ninja Interviewer project. So not just this, we are also going to work around the capstone projects. If you talk about the capstone projects, we have like Store Fleet, and there are multiple e-commerce projects and e-commerce applications which you're going to work with. And these are some of the enterprise version application building projects, which is really utilized by top-notch product-based MNCs like Adobe, Oracle, Salesforce, IBM, Deloitte. So these are the projects which are going to be evaluated by teaching assistant. We have few of the top-notch industry professionals who are going to be there working with you as a teaching assistant, and these teaching assistants are going to help you out in order to work around those projects. You have music player application where you're going to work and build up a music player like Spotify, YouTube Music using HTML, CSS, JavaScript. You have stock market analysis projects working into the real-time insights of stocks. You have easily MVC-based job portal where recruiters can post and manage listings, job seekers discover roles and apply. You have ChatterUp. It is a similar side of a project where you work onto the messaging. You have Postway 1 and Postway 2. So this is also something where you're going to work upon. And these are all the industry level projects you're going to work. Then comes also the self-evaluated projects, because we have few minor projects as well. If you talk about that, you have Photofolio, you have iPod application to build with, you have Busy by 1, 2A, e-voting application, expense manager, movie application. So all of these projects are going to be made and utilized working on technologies like HTML, CSS, JavaScript, alongside with that working on React. And for the backend technologies, you have got Spring Boot, Spring MVC architecture. And for the deployment, we have also got AWS servers. So these are few of the self-evaluated projects also, which is going to be there in the picture, and you really have to work around them. Now, how this 6 months of journey is going to look like. Okay, so first of all, if you talk about the learning of this program is going to be into blended mode. What does that mean? Blended mode means you are going to have pre-recorded videos, lectures. Those are going to be formed by top-notch industry developers who have 8 to 15 years of experience. These are the people who are going to provide you with the recorded lectures. While going through those recorded lectures, if you come across doubt, you have got live one-on-one doubt resolution available from morning of 10 to midnight of 12. Between these hours, you can ask as many questions, as many queries as you want to. You can connect over a call, chat, and you can even share your screen and have a code pair where you can directly get associated with another person and get all the doubts and queries resolved. Not just that, on every fortnight, you are also going to have live community classes as well. On every 14 days, you have Saturday and Sunday where you're going to have the live community lectures where you can work around the projects, you can have a peer-to-peer interaction, you can have the doubt resolution, brainstorming. This is also something which is going to be there included. Then you're going to have the weekly content release. What does that mean? After every lectures, if you complete one of the lectures, another lectures get unfolded. But let's suppose some people who wants to study all the topics in one go, we can even provide you with that. Okay. Alongside with that, you have got mentorship session. So this program is not just about the learning or not just about working on the projects, but it also provides